We are staying at Study Butte RV Park. Has a cool view. It's a really weird campground. But the cool thing is, it has a food truck on site, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. It's $35 a night for water and electric, and a great dump. There's a lot of stuff around everywhere here.
We're going to Mexico.
There's maybe a dozen cars here. Big Bend National Park has a port crossing where you can actually cross into Mexico and visit the very small town of Boquillas. And so today we are going to experience the journey, have some lunch, and maybe buy some souvenirs. We're about to approach the river. It's a short walk from the customs point. I see lots of trucks. I see a rowboat. And I see animals. Looks like we might have to wait for our ride, Kyle. We are waiting for our boat ride.
Hola.
Hola. Here we go. Yeah. Excuse me.
Hola.
Hola. You coming, Carl? Bye guys. Thanks for the ride. Welcome to the town of Boquillas. There are lots of souvenir stands here to buy things like shirts, pottery, wood carvings, and other handmade items. They give their prices in US dollars and accept the American dollar as payment. Morning.
My favorite part of riding any horse, cow, donkey is when the ride is over and I get to get down and walk on my own 2 feet again.
Alright.
Never been into it. No good. Just don't like it.
You could have walked, you know.
I know. I know.
Carl was trying to go to the baño, and there's just a bunch of dogs. I got a margarita, minus the salt. Kyle got Carta Blanca.
Pretty good.
It's bueno.
Muy bueno.
Hi, babies. Hi. Hello. Hello. Oh, yeah. It's so cute. It's so cute. When we went through the border, the U.S. agent told us things that we could not bring back. He did not tell us we weren't allowed to bring back a dog. And this one looks like he needs a home. And I've got room. Yeah. Do you remember what you said you would take?
Cheese enchilada.
Cheese enchilada. I got chicken tamales. Yum. Oh, oh, oh. We're almost back to the river. I think the donkey's getting excited. He went a little faster. I asked, and our donkeys do not have names. So we're gonna name them Hector and Javier. They're best friends and they love each other. Back to the corral. These guys know where to go. Waiting for our ride back from Mexico to the United States on the luxury cruise across the Rio Grande.
Step.
Sorry, didn't mean to leave it. Goodbye, Mexico. Well, we're walking back to the United States. We spent a few hours in Mexico. See, we ate at a restaurant and that cost $28. Our plates were $8 each, and then we each got an alcoholic beverage and we gave a little tip. And the boat ride round trip was $5 per person. And
Donkey ride was $10 round trip per person.
yeah, and We were given a guide.
Yeah.
I would probably say don't go with a guide.
You can walk also, save your money. And then you can walk with the guide or without the guide.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll let you take the donkeys without a guide. So next time we'll probably just walk with no guide. We know where we're going now.
Yeah. It was like having a tour guide with you, but that doesn't speak your language.
Right.
So it was pretty cool though to go and cross and visit the little tourist town. They do rely on tourists to come there. There's only 300 people that live in the town.
Had a backpack full of stuff. We did our part.
Here's some money.
Don't know, next time we'll be back to Big Bend, but when we go to Big Bend, we will go into Mexico again, check out the little town. Probably maybe just have lunch and head back next time, but it was a lot of fun.
Okay, so of course I'm not allowed to take photos, but the customs building was like just a building. But we gave the guy our passports and he said, okay, step up to this podium and we will do a video chat with the customs in El Paso. It's really weird. So you couldn't see, but there's a guy on the other side and there's a camera and he wants to see your face and basically validate who you are. It was really weird.
We were just pulling out of the customs border crossing. Everything went pretty well. We had a nice time. As we spoke earlier, we went with the guide. It's a little strange. And our guide wanted to take us to show us the school, the hospital. He offered to take us to his house because he had souvenirs. It was a little weird. I would say it was probably fine, but it was weird enough where we just politely declined. There was lots of other people around in the rest of the tourist area. The city relies on tourism. I'm sure everything was fine, but I also don't need to wander off with a Mexican guy in a strange Mexican city by myself. So
yeah, I probably wouldn't go and get a guide next time. We didn't get asked. The people who were before us got asked, do you want a guide? And we had watched a YouTube video where they didn't get a guide. They said that they didn't need it, but we were just kind of told, here's Sylvester. He's going with you and he works for tips. And so we were like, okay, well, whatever. It was kind of like having a third wheel. He helped, you know, kind of point some things out. You know, there's 2 restaurants and a bar, and you know, some of the vendors maybe didn't speak a lot of English, and so he would communicate back to us what they were saying. So it was kind of helpful, but I also think it was not necessary.
I think for our first time, it was kind of nice to have them.
Sure.
But if we went back again, I would just say no guide. And I probably wouldn't take the donkeys again. It was probably an unnecessary cost. It was cool once, but both of us were ready to get off the donkey. They're not really that pleasant to ride.
They're not made for comfort.
We're not livestock riding people, so it's just something we're not used to. We don't do enough of. We're just uncomfortable on them. So we'd probably walk. But it was nice because it was a little warm. Mm-hmm. So we didn't have to get warm to walk to town or back.
Yeah. So overall, we felt safe. You know, there was enough people around. It wasn't just us in this little town. And by the time we were leaving, which it's about 1:15, there was a lot more people than when we got there a few hours ago. The other thing that I thought was interesting is the children. So the children will just like run up to you and they have like a cardboard piece of paper or whatever, and they have like bracelets or trinkets on it, and they're asking you if you want to buy something. And it's non-stop pretty much. Even when we were sitting in the restaurant, there was a little girl that came up and Kyle had his back to her and she just kind of waited. I told her no thank you, but she wants to hear it from every person. And so she waited for Kyle, but Kyle never turned around. And so when he was all done eating, she had come back and she approached him from the side. And she didn't ask me because she hadn't heard from Kyle yet, but it was just kind of funny. But it was kind of scary. Like some of these little kids, they literally would just run at you and then stop right in front of you. And it was startling. You know, kids are scary.
Not really sure what these are. They were $3 a bag in Mexico. I guess they were dessert. I'm gonna try.
That one was supposed to have caramel in it.
No, let's see. Maybe.
And the empanada looking one was supposed to have pineapple in it. What's the verdict?
I don't think you'll like them. I'll probably have to eat them all.